You alright?
Yeah.
I know some of you thinking I look just like that good-looking bald bloke you saw earlier, but just let you know that you know, we are a different person. You know, it's a bit like Clark Kent and Superman, a bit like that. No, but you all having a good night tonight? I see some of you are getting supped up. You know, I can't, I'm afraid. I've got to drive back to my farm in Cumbria, unfortunately. You know, I mean, I drink dry, but you can't do that these days, can you? Now that it's frowned upon. But it wouldn't be so bad, like. But in England, we've got this aggressive sort of macho attitude to drinking alcohol. I mean, only the English would call a non-alcoholic drink a fucking soft drink. I mean, if you're not boozing, do you really need to be reminded every time that it's soft? It's not got alcohol in. I mean, see the Americans, I know they've fucked up our language, yeah, but, like, they've got a perfectly good word, you know, soda, you know, I don't know, picture the scene, like, hey, honey, would you like a soda? Sure, ma'am, I'll have a Dr. Pepper soda. I love soda, me. Woo-wee! That's how we talk. Well, over here, it's like, which soft drink do you want? I mean, another thing the Americans do that isn't that bad is when they're threatening you, they say, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. This American once was saying that to me. I don't know why. I was just making conversation. I said I heard Vietnam's lovely at this time of year. Must have touched a nerve or something. He said, I'm going to kick your ass. I said, well, rather you didn't, mate, but your ass is quite a soft part of your body. It's not going to hurt too much. Not for me, anyway. England, we were a bit more to the point, like, you know, we say, I'm going to kick your fucking head in. I'm going to kick your head. Not only am I going to kick your head, I'm going to kick it in. So, hopefully you'll get a brain hemorrhage or something. A bit of luck, you'll get a stroke. But, like, yeah, like, soft drinks are frowned upon. Like, where I come from, I was in my local the other day in Carlisle, and I went up to the bar, and the landlord was getting a pint of beer ready for me. I said, no, you're alright, mate, I'll just have a Coke. He said, you fucking what? I said, I can't, man, I'm driving. He said, well, fucking drink drive there. There's a fucking government poster behind him saying that. But that's where it's only a small town, Carlo. We don't have much expectations in life. We don't have many things around. I mean, I'll give you an example. You know, remember a few years ago when it got announced London was going to get the Olympics? And you had thousands of people in Trafalgar Square all celebrating and kissing, ticker tape. That is what it was like in Carlisle when it got announced we were going to get a Matalan. I'm not even making that up, but it's lovely to be here, like in the south of England. You know, no, I'm not joking. I mean, you look at the map, Carlisle, way up north. We're so north, we're almost wearing skirts. That's what I'm saying. But like, we have a rule, like, if you live south of Lake Windermere, that means you're a fucking Cockney ho-ho. But now when I come down here, I get all the stereotypes, you know, they look at me and they think, you make sheep noises, bah, bah. People say, I bet you're one of them sick sheep shaggers. And I say, you're wrong, because it's not sick. Now hear me out, right? It's, you know, I mean, you city folk, you city slickers, you don't know how lonely it gets working on those isolated fells. You know, if you're a red-blooded male, what else are you going to do? It's not like you hear the sheep complaining. It's not like they're like, what the fuck do you think you're doing, man? Get off. But, you know, that's what it's like. You know, but we had problems, like trying to catch them. Now that is a problem. I mean, we had the foot and mouth crisis 10 years ago. That was a fucking godsend, that. They weren't going anywhere. The only problem was, once they were burned, they weren't very moist when they started. I'm hearing a few groans. I love the way you don't mind me shagging live sheep, but shagging a dead sheep. Oh, that's perfectly acceptable. You're mixing bestiality and necrophilia at the same time. Now, you know, I do have standards. I know you can't shag a ewe, a female sheep in the winter time because she's pregnant. Like, you know, you've heard of wetting the baby's head, that's wetting the lamb's head, isn't it? And you could be eating that one day if you're suddenly awake. Wondering why it's so salty. So you can probably tell I am single. I've got a wife. Well, I did do, but you know, she's a bloke thing. So, but no, I don't know where I go wrong. Like with women, like ladies, maybe you can tell me where I'm going wrong. I follow all the rules. You know, I spray on Lynx every day. That doesn't work. You know, I brush my teeth. You know, once every 7 days, once a week. You know, I offer to wash my cock before sex. You know, I'm a modern man like that. You know, I'm down with your sisters on that. But I brought a girl back to my farm the other week, and you know, things were moving all right. You know, but took her to the bedroom. But up there, she said she wouldn't shag me because she says she's not a slag, but she would give me a blowjob. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't complaining. You know, blowjobs, you know, they're very nice. But I didn't get that. Like, sex is the most natural thing in the world. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we're all here, isn't it? But sucking a man's erect fucking penis, to me, that's a bit fucking dirty. I mean, you don't see these wildlife programmes like Wildlife on One, where you've got the narrator saying that here we see the lion attempting to mount the lioness, and she shrugs him off. She's not a slag, you see. But she then goes down on, underneath to fillet him, and until he's satisfied, they each separate. She goes to play with her. Here we see her playing with her lionesses and the cubs, and he retreats to the local watering hole, complaining to his fellow lions what a frigid fucking bitch his new girlfriend is. I bet the fucking slag, I bet she goes sucking off the whole fucking lot of them, all the lions and that. Brings a whole new meaning to the phrase, swallowing your pride. So I'll tell you something about a true story about Carlisle. I'm not even making this up. Get this right. There's an ancient bylaw, right, in Carlisle that it's actually still legal to murder a Scotsman. Get this. I mean, there are a few snags to it. I mean, it's got to be after 7 o'clock within the city walls and with a crossbow. And I never knew this. I mean, I was walking through town the other week, you know, walking through with your crossbow as you do. And I spotted this guy wearing a fucking Glasgow Rangers top. So I thought, hey, I better do my thing for the community. So I spotted this coffer, you know, he winked at us, you know, he knew the law, told me what to do. Watch 7:05. I could see my name, local hero, you know, on the front page of, you know, the billboards, the local paper. Hero kills jock, you know. So I took him, bang, dead. We just my luck that the cunt came from fucking Belfast. So, bastards arrested me, the same fucking copper egging me on earlier. I mean, talk about political correctness gone mad, nanny state Britain. I mean, the Daily Mail launched a campaign so I was released. But I wasn't down with that, like, because I fucking hate the Daily Mail, you know, it's far too liberal for me. That So I had to go to court, and they gave me 40 hours community service, which I think was a bit harsh, like, you know, but community service, I had to show young kids how to use a crossbow. But, you know, it's getting late now for me, I've got to get back to my farm, so you've got a great night ahead of you. Thanks for your time, Manchester, and I'll bring fish back on. Thanks very much, Arnold.